Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I usually have the same schedule of videos at the end of every season. You know, I talk about the season, I give it a review, but then I also give my own separate story. Well, today's video, it's kind of just going to be a mixture of both, because one, I have a schedule of what I want to do this weekend, and two, I still want to do something like this, because we all kind of know how Season 8 went. There's only one specific, event that happened that completely changed the tide, but there was also a big event that happened in my own story that I wanted to tell, and it's my video, so I can do what I want, right? Well, first talking about the season, right where it started off at the beginning of the brand new year of 2018. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't even home when Season 8 dropped. I was traveling for New Year's, and then I came back home the second day, and that's when I started to play competitive Overwatch. Well, as you guys know, Moira did come out at Season 7, so myself and a lot of other people thought, you know, Moira and Mercy are gonna be balanced. You know, a lot of people are gonna be able to play Mercy, and whoever wants to play DPS but still play healer can play Moira. At least that's what my thought was. And while that kind of was the case, this is where Mercy was still taking over the meta. The Mercy meta was in full effect. This is where everyone was decided, okay, we can't play Moira, we can't play Lucio, Zen, we literally can't play anybody except for Mercy. Everyone's Mercy's now, okay? Even you, Soldier, even you, Genji, quit saying you need healing, because you don't need it no more. I'm sorry, I'm annoying. So, going into Season 8, that's what I was thinking, you know? Mercy was just the go-to healer, just the go-to hero just in general, but my thought process was, I'm gonna play the heroes that I'm good with. You know, I'm good with certain heroes, I have my mains, I'm gonna get GM this season, I just have to play what I'm strong with. And whenever I play Mercy, it's not like I'm terrible with her, I just can't play her at a Master or GM or top 500 level. I just simply can't. So that's why I'm thinking it's like, okay, if we had to play healer, I'm gonna put a Zenyatta. We'd be at a bigger disadvantage if I were to play Mercy than if I were just to play just a Zenyatta and we didn't have a Mercy, if you know what I mean. So going into my placement games, that's what I was thinking. And as you guys know, if you watch my funny moments videos, I went 6-4. I won 6 games. Wait, no, I won 6 games, and I'm pretty sure I tied one. It doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. You want to know why? Because after I saw my 6 wins, I found out that I got placed at 3,800, and I think 20, but 3,800, my boys, high mid masters. I was expecting low masters. I was expecting high diamonds. My boys, I got placed at 3,800, which was just phenomenal, which was just amazing to me. And it leads me to my first theory and kind of the review part of this video, which is talking about placement games, because a lot of people think placement games are useless. They don't matter. If you lose all 10 games, you're still gonna get placed where you belong. It really doesn't matter. However, I think now what placement games do is, obviously it's not a fresh reset, like if you win 10 games, you're not going to get placed at top 500, but what I think it does is that it takes your career high, and it also takes your season high from the previous season, and just kind of combines them, takes the average, just pluses them, divides by 2, if you took math, you know what I'm talking about, and took your placement games, how well you did, and then places you. Well, as you guys know, my career high was 3,800, but my season high, I think, was 3,600, 3,500 of Season 7. Well, I think, again, they just took the average, saw that I did pretty well in my placements, and placed me at 38. And overall, it worked out for the most part at the beginning when placements ended. After placements, however, this is where things just didn't go anywhere. I was playing a lot. I was playing more. I didn't even play on my Smurf accounts because I just wanted to dedicate all my time to my main Bro You Whack account to climb to GM, because if I just put in that extra effort on my main account, I knew I could just make GM. But, you know, I just wasn't going anywhere. I would win 1, lose 1, win 2, lose 2, win 1, you know, I was just going back and forth, take a step forward, take a step back. I can't even tell you what I was really doing wrong. Maybe if I look back at my gameplays, I can tell you, but off the top of my head, it's not like I was doing anything different. I was still playing the heroes that I was good with, playing the Mei, playing the Zen, playing the Soldier, the Lucio, and it just came down to, is Mercy really the hero that is needed in every single team comp just for me to win the game? Do I need to play Mercy every game to climb up, even though I suck, even though I would rather someone else who's a Mercy main play it? You know, is there something wrong with the matchmaking to the point where we need a Mercy main on our team every single time to just win, just to climb? And all honesty, I still don't want to conform to that idea. I still don't want to think yes, Mercy was the must needed pick of every single team comp, but in all honesty, it was the meta. It was the best tactic to use at the time. The old saying really wasn't all that wrong, because you got fast heals, you got damage boosts, you got reses, and it was just pure facts. If a team had a Valkyrie available and the enemy team didn't even even have a Mercy and you were on Nepal and you got 2 kills, well, you just res 2 fully HP heroes right there. More than likely, you're taking damage because you're not getting fast enough heals unless you had a Moira, and then you died right there. It was just like plain as simple. Like it's an 8v6. They have extra lives. They have 1-ups. They have revives from Pokemon. They have whatever, and that's just how Overwatch was played. Up until Daddy Jeff came and slayed Mercy, baby! I got a little carried away there, but in all honesty, I was just happy that Mercy wasn't a must pick. I wasn't happy by the fact that Mercy was nerfed. I was just happy that you weren't forced to play Mercy. Was she useless? Was she still God tier? She was balanced. She was balanced. She was balanced, my boys, okay? That is the main part that you have to realize, and I was so happy about that because that allowed for other healers, more specifically my Zenyatta, to still excel. And it's not like Zenyatta, more specifically, wasn't even that worse of a hero because I still made it work. But after that, it's not even the fact that Mercy was just totally nerfed. It was just the fact that, hey, now other heroes can now be picked instead of just that Mercy. And I think at that point, that's when I started to see greater success in my own gameplay. Because now what this allowed was just players like me and just players that knew how to play the heroes that they're good with, the heroes themselves just aren't as good as the meta heroes. This allowed good players to win. Not just because you had a Mercy, not just because you had this certain like specific team comp, you were just better. You were just good and you made it work, and that's what competitive Overwatch is all about. Now, I will admit, again, Mercy is still one of those heroes that's still great. There's still some heroes that are still seen as must pick, but aren't as total must picks as that Mercy was, as even Junkrat. I'm not even talking about that Junkrat nerf that much either, but that's just because Junkrat, there's answers to him. There's answers to counter him, to not make him work, but there's not really answers to Mercy, you know what I'm saying? So once that Mercy nerf came live, that allowed me just to be a little bit more free, a little bit less lenient whenever it came to picking a team comp. Because again, you guys know me, I'm pretty lenient, but sometimes I'm a pushover. And usually what happens, I see that we need team comp, and I'm not stubborn. I'm like, no, I'm going to play the main. I'm going to play the soldier. I'm always usually the first one to switch on to the Mercy, switch on to heroes that I'm not the greatest with, you know, Winston and so on and so forth. But now there's heroes that aren't needed, and that allows me to pick anyone that I want. So what happens? Well, okay, Mercy came and got nerfed, and I'm still kind of going back and forth, you know, win one, lose one, and win one, lose one. But then after a few more weeks and I started to pick up, it's like, okay, this is what can work. These are the heroes that can work out and not really work out. I started to win more games. It didn't happen right away. I would win 2, lose 1. It's like, okay, I gained some SR. Okay, next day, win 3, lose 2. Win 3, lose 1. But then I started to get momentum. I gained some more SR. I started to win some more. I started to win. Oh, would you look at that new career? Oh my god, a new season 9. Oh my god, I'm winning some more. I went on a 4-win streak. And then it happened. My GM game, defense on Junkrat. I remember it like it was yesterday. And we were defending. We had a Junkrat on our team, and he was kind of carrying somehow still after the nerf. And somehow I was playing Orisa. I was playing Orisa on defense. And honestly, we stomped them. We destroyed the enemy team. And that's when it happened. When your boy, bro, you whack, bro, you suck, dog, you whack, whoever you want to call me, daddy whack, because I know some of y'all like to call me daddy, finally hit GM. I reached 4,001 SR, and I could not have been more happy. I remember it like it was yesterday because that was the greatest day of my life until I get laid. But now that's still the greatest. This is supposed to be a happy video. And I'm sorry, I say all this not in a bragging form. I truly want to try to be humble. I try to tell you this so that you guys know that you guys can do it too. You know, a year and a half ago, I was at silver. I was where you guys were at. I was still at the gold level. I was at platinum. But I just made my way up. And I'm not saying that you have to play exactly how Bro You Whack plays. I'm not the greatest Overwatch player. And I always say that. But I know I'm the greatest Bro You Whack because I'm the only Bro You Whack. It doesn't matter how you get there. It doesn't matter how the journey is. It just matters how the goal is. But with every single glitter, it does not come gold. And I don't even think that's the same because that's not where Season 8 ends. Because recently, as you guys know, you might have watched my stream. I was trying to climb back to GM, but abruptly, I just ended the stream. But that's just because the power went out. Okay, so I lost 50 SR. And then I started to climb some more. I got back to GM, but then I started to lose some more. And started to get to my head. And I started to go back to my old ways of flexing on the heroes that I'm not good with. You know, playing heroes that I know I'm I'm gonna suck with it. I know I can't contribute to the team. And that's important to remember because it just takes one bad player to completely ruin the team comp. And I'm gonna take blame for that because sometimes I was like running Mercy and Winston and even Reinhardt and running heroes that I know I'm not good with instead of sticking to my weapons, which is Soldier, which is Mei, Zenyatta, even sometimes Diva. Is that cheap of me to have certain heroes that are my go-to heroes? Not necessarily. I like to broaden my horizon, yes, but you know, those are the heroes that are gonna get me to the top 500 level. And as you guys know, I just recently dropped all the way to 3700. So again, with every single success, sometimes there is a failure story, and Season 8 didn't end how I wanted it to, but I still made the GM level. I still made the GM rank, and I'm proud of that because I made it on my own. Does that make Season 8 the greatest season of all time? Not necessarily, because there is some faults, but I think in Season 8, we're finally starting to get to like the balance. I'm using definite air quotes, balanced hero meta, you know, just competitive meta, not needing a certain hero, not needing certain players to just climb. The good players are gonna climb, and I think at the end of Season 8, that was definitely shown, especially in my own gameplay. So what I'm expecting now, well, hopefully I can get back to 3800 at the end of the season. If not, then I'm gonna go into Season 9 with high hopes. The quad take meta is a little bit scary, but hey, I'm ready for it. You just gotta get ready for the stones that are gonna be thrown at you, and those are some heavy stones, my boys. Have you seen Reinhardt? So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your Season 8 story is. Let me know what you think about it. I almost burped right there because I want to know, because my story doesn't sum up everybody else's story. So love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.